Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? My name is Robin, and inside today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how easy it is to buy Canadian stocks using Wealthsimple Trade. So if you guys are brand new to the channel, my name is Robin. I am a Canadian-based investor, and I've been investing with Wealthsimple Trade to build a dividend-based portfolio ever since January 2020 at the beginning of this year. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a quick little tutorial, and this is perfect for anybody who is brand new to investing, or if you're brand new to the idea of buying stocks. I know it can be really complicated and kind of a confusing subject, but the whole point of this channel is to help beginners get started. So inside today's video, I'm going to do a beginner-focused tutorial that's going to cover the absolute basics of buying Canadian stocks using Wealthsimple Trade. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please do me a favor, give it a big thumbs up, and remember to subscribe to the channel if you guys want more Canadian-based, beginner-friendly dividend investing content. So let's jump inside Wealthsimple Trade. I'm going to be using the app throughout this video, and let's start going over the basics and how you guys can buy Canadian stocks using Wealthsimple Trade. Alright guys, what's up? How's it going? We're inside the Wealthsimple Trade dashboard. I'm going to be using the mobile app for now, just because the desktop version of Wealthsimple Trade is out, but it's not available to everybody. So I find sometimes when I do videos of the desktop app, it can kind of confuse people. And since this is a tutorial for how to use Wealthsimple Trade to buy Canadian stocks, I guess it just makes more sense to use the mobile app. But keep in mind that they do have a beta version of the desktop app out. So if you go to their website and you click on Wealthsimple, the trade thing, and you log in, you might be able to use that app, but it's not available to everybody. So just kind of keep that in mind. So if you don't have the desktop version, you can still use the mobile version of the app here. And this is what we're going to be using inside today's video. And I am using a desktop emulator called BlueStacks to basically emulate an Android. And then I'm capturing that screen. So you guys, also if you have a computer, you can use a Android emulator like BlueStacks, install Wealthsimple Trade, sign in, and then you can use the app on your computer if you wish to as well. It just really depends on what you guys want to use. So here's my portfolio here that we've been building since the beginning of this year. We started this portfolio, like I mentioned earlier, in January 2020. We've just been building up. So here's the desktop. As you guys can see at the top here, we have our total of our portfolio. So that's $14,676. And then we have this little thing underneath that tells us what our stocks are up depending on, we can go by the day, we can go by the week, we can go by the month. So we go weekly up, you can see the totals here by month, by 3 months, by 1 year. And then we can see the all-time return for our portfolio, which will show you guys in a simple percentages what your stocks are up. So that's basically the dashboard, how you can see here. And then if you go down inside the portfolio, you guys can actually see the different stocks that your account holds. So these are each individual stock that holds inside my portfolio. And on the right side, you can see how much the stock is trading for. And then underneath here, we have the current percentage for the current day. And this graph also represents current day returns. So we can see here that, for example, AQN is Algonquin Power and Utilities. This stock opened up at a low and kind of dropped throughout the beginning of the day, while CNR stock it stopped at a low but is now going back up. So this is if you guys want to keep track of the daily returns, you can keep track of that here just at a glance. It's kind of cool little feature. Then you guys can click on each individual stock and you can get some more information. Once again, you can see returns over a week for each individual stock. You can see 5-year returns, which is really cool to evaluate, the growth of a company over the long term. So this is a cool way, some basic things you can just do a quick little check on a company. And then here we have the holdings, so we can see it inside of our account, which is our TFSA. We have the number of shares, total value, average price that we paid for, and then percentage of your portfolio. Then you can see today's return, and then you can see the all-time return. And then we have some little stats here at the bottom here that if you guys want to check out things like you can see the high, what the high of the stock is, the low of the stock, the volume that is trading at, the PE ratio, market cap, all these different things, yield and whatnot. So if you guys want, you can check that out as well. So that's basically how the dashboard works in Wealthsimple Trading. If we go at the bottom here, you can see how much money you have available to trade. And then there's this little watch list where you can watch different stocks. Now, the main part of this video, I'm going to show you guys just how to buy Canadian stocks, which is really easy. And I do think Wealthsimple Trade is one of the best services to use to buy Canadian stocks because of the fact that it is free. There's no fees for buying Canadian stocks. So if you're buying Canadian stocks and you live in Canada, Wealthsimple Trade is probably the best option for this. So in order to buy stocks in Wealthsimple Trade, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is click this little search thing. So you see a little magnifying glass, you click on search, and then we can start searching for each individual stocks. Now, when you're looking for stocks, it's important to always look up the ticker. And I usually go on Google to do this. I'll go into Google and I'll type in the stock name and I'll make sure I have the right ticker, because sometimes when you search for things, if you just type in the company name, you might get the wrong ticker. Like for example, if I wanted to buy Ford stock, I could type Ford into Wealthsimple Trade and it might pop up, but sometimes you don't get the right companies. So it's important to note, because as you guys can see, Forward Industries actually has the ticker Ford, while Ford Motor, just the ticker is F. So always go on Google and just double check to make sure you have the right ticker. You don't want to buy the wrong company just by by mistake. It can happen. So just make sure you have the right ticker. So, but to put it in perspective, like if let's say you wanted to buy TD. So like TD is one of my favorite stocks. It's one of the best stocks in Canada. If I wanted to buy a TD, I could type in TD. Like assuming I looked up the ticker, I knew the ticker for TD was TD, and you can see here that it's the first company here. So Toronto Dominion Bank is the ticker for TD, is the ticker for that. And as you guys can see, we can click on this stock, we have the price, we can see the returns over the day, the week, the month, the year, whatever you want to take a peek at. So let's say we were looking at TD, we're interested in, how has TD done this year? We could go over the past year. We can see that it's down to negative 1.51%, which is good, because obviously the market's been really crazy this year. So any stock that's kind of going upwards is kind of doing well, so to speak. And we go over the past 5 years, we can see like a greater picture here. We can see that the return here for TD is 32%, which is pretty solid, especially since this year was kind of like basically a write-off for most stocks. So to be up 32% over the past 5 years, plus this year, which is basically almost a zero for most stocks, is pretty good. So you can look at that if you guys want. Also, you can see the different things inside your portfolio. So this will show us the stats if we already own the stock inside of a portfolio. As you guys can see, I own 23 shares of TD. It's 1,663% of my portfolio, and you can see the return for me since buying the stock throughout 2020 is 8.53%, so not too shabby. And if you guys are interested in my portfolio, check out some of my previous videos. I do like regular videos where I update my portfolio on a regular basis. So if you guys want to see the stocks I'm buying, and I do mostly do Canadian-based investing, so check out those videos if you guys want. But we can scroll down here, and if you want to buy a stock, it's super simple. You click this little buy button at the bottom, click buy. You go into your account. I'm going to use the TFSA in this video. So let's say I wanted to buy 1 share of TD and I want to put inside my TFSA. We click the TFSA, we'd go next, and then it'll bring us to the next screen, which is how many shares do you want to buy of TD. Now, what you want to do is it'll show the TD price right here, and you can either just buy it at the market price, but keep in mind that Wealthsimple Trade's prices are 15 minutes delayed. So some people will go into Google. You can use like Google or Yahoo Finance to look up the real-time price of the stock, and then you can put a limit buy or something like that. You can click this little drop-down button. You can put in a limit buy, and what that will do is it'll lock in that price, and it'll only buy it for that price. I don't really care so much about that because I'm a long-term investor, and I don't really care. And it's one of those things that you guys can do if you want to take the extra time to do it. You might save a couple cents here and there, and it will add up, of course. But for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to submit it for the market buy. So we're just going to go buy 1 share of TD, which is $72. It'll tell us once again the price of TD, the estimated cost available to trade here, which is $726 Canadian to have inside my portfolio. So let's say we want to buy 1 share of TD, go 1 share, we click continue, and then it'll kind of have this confirm purchase thing. So once again, tell us the shares, tell us how much commission they're getting, which is 0. Keep in mind, most brokerages, even good ones like Questrade, will charge you a fee for buying stocks. So the nice thing about Wealthsimple Trade is you only pay the price of the stock if you're buying Canadian stocks. It's important to take that note. If you're buying American stocks or foreign stocks, you will get charged a fee. It won't be a commission fee, it'll be a currency exchange fee, but you'll still be get charged a fee. So if you're buying, once again, if you're buying Canadian stocks, Wealthsimple Trade is a good thing to use. And then we'll click conform order, and what that will do will send the order in. And now, as soon as this is done, I'm just going to wait a couple of seconds here. It takes a little bit longer depending on what platform you're using. We should get a notification that says order sent. So our market buy of 1 share of TD has gone through. And because we did a market buy, we should get the order pretty quickly. It should go in real time. If we click this little notification tab up here on BlueStacks, you can see that Wealthsimple Trade sent us a notification on our phone saying your order to buy 1 share of TD is complete. And if we go into the this little profile thing up here, this little thing right here, we can see the different activity of our account and whatnot. So we go activity, and we can see here, if we go filter, we'll just click all here so we can see everything from our TFSA. We can see here that here's our TD buy right here. So the TD buy showed up 1 share of TD bought through Wealthsimple Trade, total cost $72, went through right away. So if you want to buy a share right away, you can use a market buy. It'll go through instantly pretty much every single time, and that's pretty much in a nutshell, guys, how you buy Canadian stocks with Wealthsimple Trade. Super easy, super clean. It's super easy to get started. Once again, if you guys are making a new account, I'll put my affiliate link in the description of this video. You guys can click that link and you can set up a new account with that link, or you can use my referral ID. And if you guys do, you'll get $10 that you can put towards whatever stock you want with Wealthsimple Trade. So that's available if you guys want. But before we end this video, I just want to do a quick little update on like how much dividends the stock made. So there's other things you can do here with Wealthsimple Trade. You can go to dividends. You can see the dividends that you got inside your portfolio. So you can see like, here's all the different dividends from the different companies we have. And because I am making a dividend-based portfolio, I keep track of this. And part of this channel is basically showing you guys how dividend investing can grow your income over time. So I've been tracking this on a regular basis. And as you guys can see here, we have all the dividends that I've been tracking. So since I've started investing in January of earlier this year, you can just see that the dividends that we earned have just been growing on a regular basis. And that's the point of this channel. So if you guys want to follow alongside with me, definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. So hope you guys enjoyed this quick little tutorial. I know it's pretty simple, it's pretty quick, but I just wanted to get out there to show you guys how easy it is to start investing your money. And if you guys want to join me alongside with me, be sure to subscribe to the channel. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take care and have yourself a good day.